Hello everyone, it's me again. So today we're going to look at an Nendoroid that I'd already said that we were going to do the last video. But yeah, I thought I'd go ahead and give a little hint. I don't know if I've worn this shirt before, but I got it from an artist alley at Otakon. But it is none other than Nendoroid 2385 Marcille from Delicious and Dungeon Meshi. So I did pre-order her first before I even really got into the show. Like, I'd watched a couple episodes and I was like, okay, I like her enough. I love her design. I think she's really cute. So let me go ahead and get an Nendoroid of her. Because I think I'd watched like up to 3 episodes and I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and get one of her. Needless to say, I kind of wanted to get the rest of them, even though I really don't have the room on my trigger / Dynex shelf. So I'm gonna have to make some room somewhere. But right now we have Marcille. So the other ones, I think I have Leos and Meshi pre-ordered on Amazon, so who knows if they're actually going to have them in stock or whatever at some point in time. And then the last one, why am I blanking on his name? But I pre-ordered him from Crunchyroll because they did have him and Senshi and I kind of like paused there for a second because I was like, do I really want all of them? I really want to Itsuzumi Nendoroid, and I know they're going to make it. I feel like they're going to wait until season 2 to make one of her. But I feel like it's coming eventually because she is, she at the end of season 1 she does become part of the group. So anyway, this is about Marcille, and I did get make sure because I have Fern's pre-order bonus over there too. But yeah, like I did get the pre-order bonus for her. It's just like, I think it's like a spoon or a ladle or something. It's nothing like real big. But yeah, she's the only one that I ended up getting the pre-order bonus for. Her and Leos were both on Good Smile US, and like I think they sold out within an hour. Because I know I was looking for Leos because I was like, okay, if I see him on Good Smile US, like I had it like all like, because they do announce on their Instagram page and stuff, and I saw them announce Marcille restock in on their Instagram page, but they didn't for Leos. I just randomly went to my figure collection and saw a note that was like a day old, and then I went to and sure enough, he'd been up and said sold out. So, needless to say, I was just like, and I'm still kind of on the fence about having all of them anyway. So I was like, and I feel like they're popular enough nowadays, like especially right now, they're popular enough. I think I'm pretty sure they're going to get a re-release. But anyways, the box is kind of simplistic, but it has like really minute details. Like, it looks like a solid red color, but you can see that it kind of has like a little bit of speckled look to it. I guess it's to make it look a little old. And then she does have like the gold trim around the circles with the pink in the background, at least on the sides. The bottom and the top are just plain pink, and then the back it's like white with the pink trim. So but I think the coolest part is the window. You can actually see like trimming around, like this pretty little gold trim around the window. I think that's really cool. And of course it comes with the sticker of authenticity, because I'm pretty sure these are popular enough to merit bootlegs. Even though, because I think my figurecollection.net, like I always check that for bootlegs, but it doesn't always like update rather quickly. So it's just good to be on the watch out for some of those things, because I have seen bootlegs that haven't been reported yet. Like not in the wild, but like in the wild online. But yeah, anyways, so let's go ahead and open her up and see what she comes with. Okay, and so here she is, still in the blister packaging. She comes with, I love how they do this thing with her face, actually, because if you see, like, they have it, like, cut out. So, like, if you wanted to, like, display her just in the box, like, you could very well do that and it not, like, really, like, completely cover her face. But here's the main Nendoroid. She does come with the chopsticks and a little dish right there of food. She comes with a bent arm with the root. And I'm sure, I think you can probably take that out. Yeah, because it's not even, I see it like from this angle, like, and it's not even holding on to it from this angle, because I think it's supposed to be for either or. And then of course she comes with with two alternate faces, a crying face, and a shocked, terrified, like, what the heck's going on face. I'm probably going to be using this face, but that one's cute too. I love the fact that she actually has a tear in the eye, and it's not just a normal, like, squinty eye smile face like Nendoroids normally do. I already see a problem with mine. Okay, good. That's just okay. That came off. Good. At least I think that did. No, I saw like this like black stuff on the Nendoroid, and I was like, okay, is that part of the? Did her hair get scratched off, or what's going on there? But it looks like it just was, you know, some excess dust or something. But anyways, so this is her, and she also comes with, you know, the standard Nendoroid base, and she does come with instructions, just in case you need them. So, and yeah, her peg is actually like a little bit different than your standard Nendoroids, but it's probably just because her hair is really long. But yeah, and then the cool thing about the box, if you can see it, I can go ahead and pull it out. It has like a backdrop, and it's like brick, like it's almost like it's like a dungeon style background, which is kind of cool. I mean, not that you'd really use it for anything, but I was just seeing if there was anything in the back, but there isn't. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I like how they do that with the boxes. And like I've said before, like I keep all my boxes, but I think I'm getting to a point where I can't afford I have no space to keep them all. So I may go through some of mine and toss some of the boxes, especially the ones that I know I'm gonna keep, that I'm not gonna get rid of. Yeah, but like this would be the style box that I'd like to keep, just because it is a little bit different. It's not like the regular standard box. But let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and open the pre-order bonus. And it actually comes with a hand to hold it too, which is, and it's a ladle. I think Leos came with a spatula. Chilchuck, that's the other one that's the one I pre-ordered through Good Smile. I mean, not Good Smile, Crunchyroll. Because that was the only place I found it in stock at the time. But Chilchuck came with like an extra, like a special type of like bowl with food in it. And then, I forgot what, I think he came with like a mushroom or something. Cause his standard, he comes with the actual like, the skillet or the pot. But yeah, like it doesn't really coincide with each other, and it's kind of like one of those things where it's kind of nice to have, but I don't feel like you need the pre-order bonus in these. But I just didn't have anything coming out that particular month that I was going to get. I mean, if I had decided to get Leos ahead of time, I would have probably pre-ordered both of them at the same time on Ami and just to not gotten the pre-order bonus. But decisions. So It worked. I think it worked out okay. And according to it looks like according to the instructional things, the pigtails may come off, or I don't know if it doesn't look like. Oh yeah, they do look like they're segmented, but I don't know if they come off or it's just warning you like, hey, be careful of these. I think it's more of like, hey, be careful of these things, which yeah, you do have to be careful. Anyways, enough rambling. Let's go ahead and put her in a couple of poses. Okay, so here she is in her first pose. This is like the simplistic pose with her holding her her staff in her standard pose. I did have a little bit of unluck because I did have this like, and I don't know if you can see it in the light, but it's like this real like apparent like black scratch mark. I kind of want to see if I can get it off, but at the same time I haven't really had luck lately with that, and most of the time it ends up being something that's like in the paint, and I can't get it off, and it ends up making it worse when I try to like take a magic eraser to it. So I may just ask Good Smile Company about it. And the bow on the front isn't great, and then there's a couple of spots where the yellow from the hair seems to have gotten on the actual dress, and I think there's actually like it's like, yeah, and it's on the bottom of the dress too, which is really odd. But yeah, there's like blonde scratches everywhere on her clothes. But I'll probably just contact them, at least about the hair always bothers me the most, especially if it's on the front. Like if that mark was on the back somewhere, it wouldn't be that big a deal, but when it's on the front, it just really bothers me. I know you can't really, like right there, if you can see it, it's like right there. It just really bothers me. But yeah, anyways, the design is super cute. The way they did it, they kind of made her cloak, like part of it's on the arms, so it kind of like flows well. The only thing is if you raise her arms up, but you're not going to do that often. And then the legs are on, they're like little ball pegs, and they hook up to the inside of it. It's not like, it's not separate. You don't have like a separate like lower half where it comes down. It's just basically like it's just the inside of the skirt, and it has like little holes where the pegs for the legs go in. But yeah, it's super cute. I love the details of the satchels and the book. Would have been nice to actually have like a book that she could like hold. I didn't even think about that. But then again, it's delicious in dungeon. It's more about the food than the magic. But anyways, this is the first pose that I've decided to do. Let's go ahead and get her in her next pose. And here is her next pose. I actually like this a lot better than I thought I would. Just a word for the wise, it is kind of hard to pose her in different poses because the hair is static. So you kind of have to like play around with where you can place the arms, especially when they're down to the side, or any for that matter. I almost wish they had chose a different like hairstyle for her just to get these out, just so that she'd have like a little bit more posability, because I feel like you are very limited with her. But still, this is super cute. It's basically Marcille when she finds out what's actually in the ingredient she's eating. Or like before she tries it, like she's crying because she hates the fact that she's eating monsters, because we all know that she hates eating monsters. I think during a good part of the show, like she starts like accepting it more, but there in the beginning she is really like, she really doesn't want to eat the monsters. And I think I may actually pose her like this until I see about getting the replacement for her bangs or her front piece.
just because it's easier to hide that mark, because this is kind of where you want to pose it, is kind of like this at an angle, so it's not straight on. But yeah, I think this is a lot cuter than what I originally thought, and it might be tempting me to put her in this pose instead of the last pose I'm going to put her in. But speaking of the last pose I'm going to put her in, I shall be right back. Okay, and here she is in her final pose. I chose to put the pre-order bonus with her just to kind of like show it off a little bit. But yeah, I love the little freaked out face. She always, like, Marcille has like some of the best like facial expressions. Like, I wish they had given her like the derpy face as well. I feel like they could do like a whole like Nendoroid more face with her. I think all of her facial expressions are hysterical. Overall, I think she turned out well. Even though I have, you know, some paint flaws with mine. I just have really bad luck with like paint flaws with Nendoroids, I feel. But yeah, like I think what she comes with is really cute. I think the worst part is the hair and being very limited on the pose that you can do with her. But still, if you're a fan of the show, if you're a fan of Marcille, you have to get her. I'm kind of sad that I didn't pre-order the other ones when I feel like I probably should had. I am getting Chilchuck for sure because he's coming through Crunchyroll. I just don't know how Amazon is, because sometimes Amazon will say pre-orders are, you know, they have the pre-orders and then like they end up not having them, or they keep on putting them off indefinitely, or just randomly cancel them. I've had that happen before. But there was one day that they basically went up for retail, and I was like, okay, bam, bam, like let me go ahead and pre-order Leos and Seishi. But the thing about them is like I think they're not due out until next year according to Amazon. But then again, Amazon sometimes they'll update and be like, okay, well, it's, you know, 2 months, you know, it's coming out 2 months before we thought it would, blah 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 blah, yada yada yada. But at least I have Marcille in hand, and I really like her. Besides the paint flaws, like the one that really bothers me the worst is this one right here, is on the hair, because I can't like, and I'm afraid of doing anything because it is blonde, and so like if I go and I try to see if I can remove that spot, it may make it worse, because I've done that before with Nendoroid hair pieces, like trying to repair them and stuff, and some occasionally you can get some of the stuff off. I did with Zenitsu. I was really surprised that I fixed his, but like there were several others that I didn't. Her base color for her the plastic for this hair piece is white, so that's why it's a little concerning. But yeah, anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this review. Yeah, like the next one I have planned to do is I have planned to do her, but I'm still on the fence about doing her, just because there's already several reviews of her out there. But the next one that I was planning on doing was Fern. But yeah, anyways, I hope y'all like this kind of stuff. Leave a like, subscribe, and let me know which Delicious and Dungeon Nendoroid you're most excited about. I was all like, Senshi is one of my favorites from the show, but like I feel like his Nendoroid was very basic. Like he only has really 2 expressions he can make, so it's kind of like I'd been on the fence. Like there was just something a little off about his, so I was on the fence. But I guess we'll see. But anyways, y'all have a good one. Later.